2, 1, go. Welcome everyone back to the Fresh Crack Friday.
Welcome.
But we're not doing Fresh Cracks
We're
anymore.
not. We're actually drinking buffalo water.
Drinking buffalo water.
Which is actually just water out of a Buffalo Trace bottle. So.
Yeah, same difference. So what we're doing for you folks right now is our live, even though it's not live, we're doing our live pick of the 16 bottles for our 2023 battle.
Bourbon Battle of 23 right now.
Right now.
Yep.
So, first hiccup in this, because we're making this up as we go along.
We're winging it.
Just because we very damn well please. So, first off.
We got to have some fun with it.
First off.
Okay.
We have Jake's selection.
The Four Roses?
The Four Roses. Jake's selection into this because I figured it would be most fair to put somebody's bottle selections in other than ours.
Hey, fair enough.
Jake's bottle selection is the Four Roses Small Batch Select, coming in at 104 proof.
Nice.
From Four Roses in Lawrenceburg, Kentucky.
Which I have never had.
Which Keith's never had, so this will be very interesting. And we are also doing these all random drawn orders, so we won't even know what these bottles will be when they're battling against each other in any way, shape, or form. So, and to make this completely fair,
to be
completely equal,
okay,
we have to have 16 bottles, right?
Yep.
So this puts us at 15 left.
Okay.
So what are we going to do? We're going to put Nate's favorite bottle up into the battle.
Blade and Bow?
Blade and Bow.
Okay, here
we're
we
going to
go.
put Blade and Bow up here into the Sweet 16 for our good buddy Nate.
Yep, here we are.
Who is also co-star on the podcast.
Thanks, Nate. Thanks, Jake.
So at the end of this, we're going to have a legitimate 16 bottle lineup.
Yeah.
Across this bar.
Ready to rock and roll.
Ready to rock and roll for this battle. So, couple rules.
All right, I'm ready.
That I thought of this while we were sitting here.
We're standing.
Whatever you want to call it. So, your first pick.
My first pick.
No.
Oh yeah.
Your first pick.
Okay.
Has to be a budget bottle. Under $30.
Under 30.
Under 30. So, don't think too hard on it.
Okay, I already know what
You're going to have 45 seconds on the clock to make your pick.
Old tub.
That's it?
Yeah.
Any of the bottles on this bar or anything we've tasted, you don't even want the clock rolling.
Well, under 30?
Under 30.
Under $30.
Under $30.
Russell's 10 is above that. Evans is above that.
No.
Okay, what's Evans?
Evans White is 23.
Ooh, I didn't know that. I thought that was 30-something. Okay, so if we're going to be under 30...
Under 30, Elijah Small Batch is on that list. Okay, so we're going to stop. We're going to stop right now. We're going to start the clock. He's got 1 minute. We can discuss this as we go. Okay. So going down through what we've already talked about.
Yeah.
Benchmark Foolproof is also under $30.
Oh.
So we have...
So I always forget the prices.
So we have the Craig Small Batch.
Yep.
We have stuff like Buffalo Trace and MSRP. We'll call
that MSRP.
30. We'll call it 30.
Okay.
We'll call Buffalo 30. Evans White Label is going to be under 30 as well. Your old tub that you willingly enjoy.
Like the old tub.
So you have 30 seconds left on the clock to make your first round pick under $30.
Under $30, I gotta go Craig.
Yeah. Elijah Craig. Boom.
Yep.
Elijah Craig Small Batch.
Yep. Small batch Craig.
Just to be clear with it.
Yep.
I should have an open one.
I thought you did.
Maybe I drank it. I know I have a Craig Small Batch.
Yeah, it's around here somewhere.
All right, so that's the Craig barrel.
Well, if you don't have that, we can do...
We'll just sub it for the toasted for now.
Which is the same.
But Keith's first pick is the Elijah Craig Small Batch.
Yeah.
For his first...
For under $30.
First round pick is under $30. Has to be under $30.
Yeah.
So mine, I'm not even going to start the clock. I have a hands-down winner under $30 to start. I'm going to pick the Evan Williams Bottled and Bond.
Which I've never had.
It's the white label.
Is that what you gave me first?
Yes.
Ah, shit. I would have definitely picked that.
That's an easy no-brainer for our first round picks.
Yeah, that's really good.
For under $30, I figured instead of going like
crazy
on shelf or something crazy, it's a $30 bottle that you can buy any day of the week.
Sure.
The Elijah Craig Small Batch comes in at like $28, $29,
which is a really good bottle.
The small batch. Yep.
Yeah, the small.
So we'll call it the small batch, and then we'll call the Evan Williams White. I think that's a great go-to bottle for under. You can get it for like $25.
So Ben gave me a bottle, and I didn't realize that's what it was. But yes, that's really good. So all right, what's next?
Okay, so to be fair with this, I'm gonna flip it. You're gonna call it.
Okay.
Winner gets the first pick of the second round.
Okay.
All right. So call in the air.
Heads. Oh, crap.
It's tails.
Ooh, you go.
Tails. So Keith gets to start the timer whenever he picks.
How do you get 30 seconds or a minute?
1 minute.
Okay.
1 minute picks.
All right, ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
So for this category, and if you get the pick of the round, which we'll go back and forth for picks, so like next Keith will pick.
You're running out of time.
I know I am, but I'm explaining to the folks. I know what I'm going to pick. You get to pick the category of your pick.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going for a single barrel.
Oh, okay.
For this one. So it has to be a single barrel pick, and this is within a minute. And for my second round pick,
30 seconds in.
I know what I'm going because I know 33. The categories. So you better think of your category ahead of time with this. So for my second round pick for my single barrel category, I'm going to pick that Southern Star single barrel that I got up there when I was in Old Forge.
Good enough.
This is going to be.
We did last week.
Yep. This is the Cast Strength, the Paragon series from Southern Star. We did barrel strength, single barrel strength whiskey, and that's going to be my second round pick.
Okay.
For that one. So what the category for this has to be is it has to be a single.
Yep.
So it has to be a single barrel selection.
Rochester whiskey single.
Okay, that was quick. He says he's going right to the Rochester whiskey pick.
Which is one of my absolute favorite bottles we've ever done. We did this early on.
So, and if we run out of this, guess what, guys? We got a spare. Don't fear.
So that's a really good bottle. It's probably one of my favorite bottles. All right.
So you get to pick the category, and you get the first pick. This is snake draft style. So you get to pick the category. Do you want to take a minute to think about the category?
Nope.
Okay. You can think about your pick. You can explain it, but you got to explain it.
Okay.
You got to explain the pick to the folks and what we're going with. So our single barrel selections were the Southern Star and the Rochester whiskey pick. So Keith's pick right here for the third round.
So third round, I'm going to store picks.
Going with an actual store pick.
So it has to be a store pick.
Okay.
Okay, so my number one store pick would be the Knob Tin Woodsman.
That's a good one.
Unfortunately, you'll never replicate, but that would be my store pick number one that we've done.
I don't even have to keep the cock going with that one. So we're gonna put the Tin Woodsman, which I am surprised we haven't killed more of this one.
Yeah,
dude.
Really surprised.
This thing is a heavy hitter.
That's a really good one.
For this selection, so has to be a store pick. So
has to be a store pick.
Has to be a store pick.
Good one, huh?
That's a good one. That's a very good one. So whenever you want to start the clock for me, and I can start
ready?
Thinking, yeah, I'm good.
3, 2, 1, go. Okay. Store pick only.
Store pick only.
Yeah.
So what do we got? We got the Angels Private Barrel. We got this is bad.
You got the Knob Creek from Ryan. You got the 1792 from Ryan's. It's a tough one. Real tough one.
A store pick, though.
Store pick. Gotta have a tag on it.
Gotta have a tag on it.
At one point when it was new.
All right.
Okay.
So we're going store pick.
Yep.
What do I got left? 33 seconds.
Yeah, right. Store pick.
Store pick.
I know what I would pick.
The 12 was a store pick, right?
No, it
wasn't. Okay.
No. The Foolproof was.
Foolproof.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I got to go with that. Ryan's from last episode is going to be my store pick selection. If Keith's going with the store pick, I've got to go with that. And we're right at 1 minute, 1 second. So I'm going to go with that Ryan store pick of the Knob Creek. Where'd he go?
No, 1792.
No.
Are you going to the Knob Ryan's that we got last week?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
That was my first overall. So
where'd you put it?
Dude, I don't know. There's so many open bottles here. I'm losing track. This is bad.
I thought you put it over here. Yeah, it's right here.
Oh, I slide it down in the gap. Got it. Look at that. Noah's milk can go in there. Penelope right next to it. Just throw this frick right out.
No, I'll take that one.
The small batch?
Yeah. All right, so you got the next category.
The next category.
And you get to go first.
Okay.
How many bottles we got? 1, 2, 3, 4,
So
5, 6, 7, 8 bottles.
We're halfway through.
Halfway
through.
Moving along. Here we go.
So 4th round of picks. And again, your pick also starts. I'll let Keith start the timer for me.
Yeah.
Your pick starts with the explanation. So whenever you want to hit the start, I know what I'm
Here we
going with.
Go.
So this one, and this is Ben's wild card category.
Oh, geez.
You gotta love these wild card category. Has to be a wild turkey product.
Oh, geez.
I'm sorry.
That's too easy.
Well, no. You already picked the Rochester whiskey pick. You got to pick a turkey product.
Okay.
And to be fair with this,
To be fair,
there are 2 that are off limits. The Russell's 13
because
is too far gone.
Because it's too far gone, unfortunately.
I enjoyed it too much. And the rare breed one that I got at the gift shop with my wife that is signed by Jimmy Russell.
Yep.
That one is also off limits.
Okay.
So for my Russell's or Wild Turkey family of pick,
yep,
I am going to go with... Got to go with the rare breed, dude. Sorry. Boop. So I'm picking the rare breed.
We're
going to put the rare breed.
I knew he was going for that. Okay, but it has to be a turkey product, right?
Has to be a turkey product.
Okay.
You ready?
So, no, I don't even. It's Russell's 10.
Okay. He's just going to
I got to go with Russell's 10. It's my go. It's one of my go-tos.
It's a daily sipper. Okay. And we don't know how these are going to get mashed. We're going to random draw these into bottles. This Russell's good enough for you?
Yeah, good enough.
It's funny that we're picking off the top of the shelf here.
It's interesting, isn't it?
Okay. So the 4th round was turkey picks.
Yep.
Just as a recap, 2nd round was the single barrels, and 3rd round was store pick specific. We've been drinking barrel proofs. I'm sorry, guys, but this is why it's fun. And then the 1st round was budget, under 30.
Yeah.
So just trying to keep everything straight here. So Keats, for the 5th round, gets the first selection and the category.
Yep.
And it could just be a general bottle. It could be whatever you want to go with. But 1 minute on the clock. Whenever you're ready, sir. Go.
High proof.
High proof. What are you calling high proof?
Over 115.
Over 115. Okay.
Yep.
We'll call them high proof. All right.
Yep. High proof. You go.
Right. I get to pick? No. You name the category. You get the first pick.
I'm going Craig Barrel Proof.
Craig Barrel Proof.
Yep.
You've been sticking right in that Craig family. The C922, right?
Yep.
That was your favorite one?
Yep.
Okay. So Craig Barrel Proof.
That's a good one. 29 seconds. Think we can beat it?
Seconds. God damn. You can start it whenever you want.
All right, here we go.
Yep.
Ben's Barrel Proof
go.
Pick.
So I am going to go with one that Keith hasn't had for this. I'm going to go with, if we're going north of that proof point, I'm going right to the Stag batch 18.
That's a
131.
Here we go.
We're gonna throw a heavy hitter heater in this.
Nice.
Stag 131.
22 seconds.
And I get the next category.
You do.
So we're gonna call that what? High proof.
Yep.
115 plus.
Yep.
Okay, that's simple. So I'm gonna give you a layup. Just because I'm a nice guy.
I know what's coming.
Just because I'm a nice guy. Coming. So to recap, we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 bottles. We have 2 rounds left.
Yeah, 2 rounds. Here we go.
2 rounds left. And there's a lot of good bottles up here, dude.
There's a ton of good bottles. There's one in particular that I'm looking at that has to make it.
Okay.
Has to.
Okay. Perfect. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw a curveball in here.
All right.
Curveball is opponent picks first. You have to pick one that's left that you would pick to put on the list for Sweet 16. The one you've been looking at.
John Jay.
Okay, Keith's going to go with the John J. Bowman. This is the Toe Bridge bottle
from
that we had. This bottle was phenomenal. The other single barrel we had, not that great. I'm surprised you didn't pick that in the single barrel category. I was waiting
for the category.
The Russell's whiskey.
Well, you gotta pick that Russell's Rochester Whiskey Enthusiast. That bottle is one of the best we've ever had, in my opinion. So that bottle had to be there.
So for the 6th round, we'll call it Best of Throwback, is what we'll just call it.
Cool.
Best of Throwback. So, yeah, you can start the clock whenever.
Okay.
Best of Throwback. So I'm going to go back to one of probably my favorite ones of the year, which was actually suggested to me by a good friend of mine. Maybe not. I switched my mind mid sentence.
You're at 20 seconds.
I'm going with the classic.
You're going with the McKenna?
I'm going with
Whoa.
I'm going with the McKenna decanter. So this is a Henry McKenna bottled on 11/11/11.
Ooh, getting crazy.
So this is my Henry McKenna decanter. It's in a nice old Fitzgerald decanter.
Nice.
Cool little spaniel there, flushing some birds. That's going to be mine. And Keith gets the last category selection.
Right, this is the best category you've ever heard.
The best category Keith says we've ever heard.
All right, you ready?
I'm good, man.
Daily driver.
A daily driver. So, like, something that we haven't picked yet either.
Yeah.
You picking first?
I'll pick first.
You're picking first. Okay.
I don't know if we have a bottle of it, though.
Okay. Keith says we're picking daily drivers.
Daily driver. Here we go.
Okay, daily driver. What do you got?
Eagle.
A daily driver of Eagle. That's a hard to freaking find, Bob. God damn, dude. You're lucky I got another one stashed.
I only did this because I saw the other one down below.
Man's gonna make me pick a daily driver.
If I were to pick a daily of any bottle that you have at the bar, it would be an Eagle Rare.
That's fair.
Because I love that bottle.
Okay. So, all right. We'll take the Eagle on the daily driver, but if I'm picking a daily driver, if you're picking something allocated, god damn, dude.
It doesn't have to be allocated. It's something you would drink every day of the week. Doesn't matter what the price, doesn't matter how hard it is to find. It's what you would drink every day of the week. Not a Friday night, not a birthday party.
Done. So I'm going to pick something daily driver that, for you folks tuning in from New York, isn't available in New York.
All right. I'm ready. You going with the Cooper's?
Cooper's Craft
that's
100.
A good one. Yeah.
Dude, that bottle, if that came to New York,
it's been a while.
If that came to New York, this thing,
yeah, that's a good bottle.
I almost picked this over that McKenna decanter
bottle. I didn't think of that one.
This one, yeah, dude, this thing is freaking
It's a slamming bottle for $30.
It's a killer bottle for $30-$35.
Yeah.
The Cooper's 100.
Not available in New York.
Not available in New York. So we cut our pool down quite a bit.
Yeah.
By picking one of Jake's and one of Nate's to throw into this, to be completely fair with it.
Yeah.
I think we have a great representation of a lot of different distilleries.
For sure.
The couple things that I will say that we don't have a lot of, Brown Forman. We don't have a lot of like Old Forester or anything like that, or Woodford, something like that. And I want to also point out too that there are very good bottles we have here on the bar. These were the ones, and that's how I wanted this. I wanted this to be a really quick. I mean, we're only 19 minutes into this to pick 16 bottles.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty quick. And I want them to be spur of the moment, whatever's right off the top. I want to talk about a couple bottles that people chase that didn't make it in this and weren't clear cuts into this.
Yeah.
The Russell's 13, I think it could have made an appearance into this. Definitely could have been my pick for the turkey pick.
Do I think it would have won? No.
It's possible. It might not have.
Yeah.
These Russell singles that we have here on the bar, there's a couple of them. Actually,
good.
Just the Russell's store pick is the
pick.
only single barrel one. And then we have the Rare Breed, which is a heavy hitter.
Slamming
bottle. Could honestly win this whole thing. And then the Russell's 10 is another one that's just really solid and a daily drinker. So we didn't have the Russell's 13. We didn't have stuff like Dude, there ain't a Weller in here.
There's not a Taylor.
There's not a Weller, though. I was trying to find a place to take it. Honorable mention.
107.
Weller 107 for an album.
Sure.
Honorable mention.
Yep.
If I had to pick one or two bottles for an honorable mention, the Weller 107 would definitely be one of them.
Yep.
And when I was about to shout out my buddy Steve Bogart for a good bottle that I would hit on the daily, this was what was crossing my mind. Was that 107? But then I went with something out of New York.
Yep.
So we have a lot of Wellers up here. This is the 12 that got repoured because it was cracked.
Because the bottle was cracked, yeah.
Got the black top on it. For the Weller 12. No Weller Special Reserve in there.
But ones that didn't make it that we thought, like the Bookers didn't make it. Blanton's didn't make it. The Little Book didn't make it.
It's hard, dude. When you got to pick 16 bottles,
it's tough.
And again, all these are relatively, I would say, available.
Oh yeah. Other than the Coopers, the single, like the store picks, but anywhere you go, you're going to be able to find a store pick, but it's going to be unique in its own little way. I think we have some really good store picks. Myself,
there's some really good bottles here.
That Rochester Whiskey Enthusiast is hands down probably one of my favorite bottles ever tried. The Tin Woodsman's really good, but I think we got a pretty good representation of different bourbons at different proofs, at different flavor profiles, at different prices, from really high to really low. We have bottles that are hard to find. We got bottles that are super easy to find. There's a good mix here, but honestly, like, it's pretty cool that we have this mix of what we have going on here, and out of all the bottles that we've thoroughly enjoyed. I mean, a lot of these bottles are drank down, so that tells you that we
really enjoy. That
they're good, other than the ones that we've recently opened here. But again, this is our 16. It doesn't mean that there's not a lot of bottles that wouldn't make it in somebody else's 16 bracket. But what I like about this is it goes to show.
For the moment, it
goes to show you that you don't have to have super hard to find bottles like your Taylors and your Buffalo Traces and your Eagle Rares and all these things that are super hard to find to get a good bottle. That's
coming from the guy that picked an Eagle Rare.
I love Eagle Rare.
Okay, so heads or tails? This is the bonus category.
All right. Ooh.
Gotta have another bonus. And this is literally, as we're recording this, I'm making this up.
Okay.
I know
what it's going to...
You want to call it?
Yes.
You want to call it?
Yes.
Okay. You want to call it for the right to pick first?
Sure.
Okay. Call it for the right to pick first.
Okay. Heads.
Tails again, buddy.
Crap.
So this category...
Okay.
This is the bonus. This is the last bonus.
Okay.
You picked one of your opponent's bottles.
Yep.
Remove it from the Sweet 16 and replace it.
Oh, that's freaking tough, man.
So for this one, so we can think about it thoroughly and be fair with it.
To be fair,
we're going to give it a full minute 30 seconds.
A minute? Sorry. So let's quickly go over which ones you and we. So.
I kept them square for that reason.
The Four Roses and the Blade and Bow have to stay?
They are off limits. Jake's and Nate's have to stay. Shout out to Nate and Jake. Your bottles get to stay. Jake's is my bottle, and
so
Keith has the Blade and Bow on his side.
The 1792-12 is not up there, right?
Correct.
Okay, I know what I'm doing then.
What if I just pick that one for mine then?
Then I gotta reassess.
All right.
But I know what I'm doing.
So, the rules with this one is whatever bottle's taken off, you cannot replace it.
Oh, that's fair enough.
With that bottle.
Yeah.
You can't be like, I'm taking Jake's small batch off, and Keith goes, I want the small batch back on.
That's not fun.
Once it's out.
It's out.
It's out.
We're done.
It's done.
We gone.
Okay, we're gone.
Okay.
So, I'm going to be...
If you take that Eagle Rare out... He just doesn't want to open another Eagle Rare. I saw it down there before, and I'm like,
I thought about it, but you can start it whenever you want.
So
because it's my first pick.
Yeah, all right.
Because you lost the toss again.
All right, ready?
Yep.
3, 2, 1, go.
So what I'm going to do with this, because I'm going to be completely fair with this.
To be fair.
Is I'm going to take your Elijah small batch out.
Okay.
Just because I'm a nice guy, and I don't want to take his Eagle. I know he loves Eagle.
I really do like the Eagle.
I know he loves Eagle. And this...
You're going to put the redwood in it, aren't you?
I thought about it. The redwood, I think, is going to be my replacement into Keith's side of it. For my extra pick is this beautiful Lost Monarch.
Which is a great model. I can't believe you didn't say that for the daily.
No, I mean, dude, the daily was tough. I had to pick the Coopers because it's not available, and I wish it was a daily available.
Yeah, right.
That was my choice, and I'm 45 seconds in, so I'm plenty good.
Yeah.
So we're going to restart the clock for Keith.
All right,
he gets to take one of mine out, whatever it might be. Might be something that he likes, he doesn't like. Sorry, I'll put the Coopers down here. So, you know,
we don't
Keith can have fair
we don't
pick
need to start the timer. I'm gonna take out your McKenna.
Okay, he's taking out the McKenna Decanter.
And I'm going to replace that with the 1792 12 here.
Okay, I'll take that. That's
because that was one of my favorite bottles.
I think these are fairly fair trades.
Yeah.
So, McKenna, a price point for price point. McKenna comes in at 56, 57.
Yeah.
I think that 12 was 53.
Yeah, around 50.
Right on the same price point. Same thing with the Craig. Craig is $30.
Yeah, it's $34.95.
Is $35, $36 for the Lost Monarch for that. So again, tune in next week and we're gonna blind shuffle these and figure out which number they are. We're gonna assign little number stickers to every one of them.
Oh, nice.
And we're gonna pick the numbers live. Hopefully we'll have Jake, my wife, or somebody pour these for us. We won't even know what we're drinking, but we're going to square them off as my 8, being Jake's is on my side, just because that's the way I stacked them. And Nate's
with me.
Nate's on your side, and Jake's on my side, which I'm sure Keith likes that. He's going against Jake, so he's always going to enjoy that.
Great.
So I hope you guys really enjoyed this episode. This was a lot of fun having a live draft. And I just wanted to talk about, like we said, bottles that didn't make it. The Little Book was on our list from before. My Henry McKenna Decanter was on that list. Weller 107 was on my list.
Yep.
Russell's 13 was on my list. That one just kind of got knocked out because we enjoyed it too much. Also on the list, Buffalo Trace was also thrown out there. Benchmark Foolproof,
which was
that one
really
is
good
another
bottle.
sleeper for one not available in New York, and that was kind of one of my under the radar categories that I could have thrown in there too.
That was a really good bottle.
The Benchmark Foolproof, I think I should have bought a case of that. I think I screwed up. But I didn't. So I'll turn it over to Keith. Why did you pick the bottle out of mine and replace it with the 1792 12 year?
Honestly, because that 1792 12 years probably, like, as I think back through the months, that's probably top 5 bottles for me.
Okay.
And I honestly kind of forgot about it.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's got to be in the top 16 because it was just one of those bottles that I keep going back to and saying, hey, that was a really good bottle. Hard to find.
That's fair.
Not super crazy expensive, but a really good bottle. So I feel like it's got to be in there.
Got to be represented.
Yeah.
Gotcha. And so I guess for me, the reason I took the Elijah Craig small batch out is because I wanted more diversity.
Sure.
I wanted more different picks in this. I wanted more different bottle offerings, distillery offerings, whatever you want to call it.
Yep.
And I threw in something there from California that's a blend.
And it's really freaking good.
And it's a really freaking good bottle. Because this is not the bottle we opened up on the show.
This is the second bottle.
This is the second bottle because we killed the first bottle.
It's a really good bottle. And it's $35. So
yes, $35.
You can't go wrong. But really, this is going to be fun. I hope you guys tune in for the next weeks to see which one moves on and which one wins. We're going to be wrapping this up around Christmas time. There's a lot of good bottles here that honestly, minus a few, you're going to be able to get.
Yeah,
and you're not going to pay crazy money for them.
Yep, and this is going to be a this or that.
Yep.
Episode, and then what we're going to do is if we both have opposites, we'll push.
Yep.
And we'll throw it in with a different one or something. We'll figure out a way to address that.
Mm-hmm.
This will get because, or what do? We throw a third random one in there.
You might have to.
For each one.
We'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out a little bit. So, guys, tune in this Friday because you're watching this on Wednesday.
Yep.
Or tune into round 1 to see how we figure this out. We still got to flesh a little bit out. But the first thing was we got to get the first 16
And remember,
bottles
this is the first time we've ever done anything like this. So we're going to learn as we go here and
absolutely
and have fun with it. So.
Absolutely. So
I hope you guys enjoy. Tune in on Friday for the first round and see what happens, see what moves on. It's going to be fun.
All right. Thank you all for tuning in.
Thanks,
Appreciate
guys.
it. Like the channel, subscribe, comment.
Yep.
Let us give all that feedback, good stuff to us. And let us know what bottles you might have picked over these.
Yeah.
We'd love to hear about it. For
which
maybe
one's
next
your
year.
favorite? Yeah.
Maybe next year.
For sure.
Take some suggestions.
Awesome.
So thank you all. We'll catch you all next time down here at the bar with 100 Proof Whitetails.
Thanks. See you guys.
Take care.